I don't know if you know it, but I am Iron Man. Well, really, I feel like Tony Stark with this easy-to-make arc reactor that won't break your budget. Here's what the finished arc reactor looks like. It's not meant to be pretty looking, but it looks good when it's under your shirt. It's powered by AA batteries and a string of LED lights so it won't get hot against your chest. And it's super thin. I don't really like costume parties, but the arc reactor is impressive, and it's virtually unnoticeable when it's powered off. The main part of the arc reactor is made of CDs or DVDs. We'll need a regular-sized DVD and a mini CDR disc. Also, we'll need the clear filler discs found at the bottom of every stack of blank DVDs. I made this pattern which acts as a guide where the electrical tape will be placed. So you need to line up the clear disc in the center of the crosshairs of the pattern and trace around it. This needs to be cut out. Now we'll place a couple of pieces of tape on the paper and attach the clear disc. Now take some short strips of electrical tape, maybe about 2 inches or shorter, and cover up the black squares on the guide. Fold the tape underneath, but don't stick the tape to the paper. Continue to place electrical tape around the disc until you've covered up all the squares. This is what it will look like when you're done. Now I had to trim my tape a bit because my tape pieces were too long. None of the tape should cover the inner circle. You'll see what I mean when we attach the mini disc. I'm simply going to attach this disc with 4 pieces of Scotch tape. This is what it looks like now, and we have the front of the arc reactor finished. At this point we're done with the paper guide, so peel it off and discard. Here are the micro LED string lights that will be used to light up the reactor. These are cheap, and you'll need to buy the ones with only 20 LEDs in it. Any more than that, it will be too long for this project. I'll put a link in the description for the lights I used. To start, locate the end of the light string. It will have 2 wires sticking out. You can use a hot glue gun to attach the LEDs, or use Scotch tape like I'm about to do. Start in the center of the reactor and attach 4 LEDs in a square pattern. These are going to be the only visible LEDs when we're done. Now behind the electrical tape, attach 2 LEDs per piece of tape. These won't be seen directly, but the glow will be visible. You can turn on the LEDs while you're attaching them so it's easier to see the exact placement. Continue to attach 2 LEDs behind each piece of the electrical tape. When it's done, power it up to see if everything looks okay. You may have to slightly move the center LEDs if they're not in a square shape, but if you use a glue gun that might not be easy to do. So here on the back you can see that I have all the LEDs in place. Now take a regular sized DVD or CD and use a hole punch to make 2 holes in it for the neck strap. Again, I stress that this isn't pretty looking, but it's definitely functional. I use a long rubber band on one end to make it easy to put on and take off. We'll basically wear this as a necklace. Now attach the disc with the string to the main reactor. Where the wire comes out is the bottom of the reactor. So adjust the back disc so the string is at the top like I've done. Now take some more electrical tape and stick the pieces together, but wait on the bottom where the wire comes out. On the bottom, I cut my electrical tape down the middle so the wire can go between the tape. Stick the tape on the front, then take the strips on the back and cross them to create support for the thin wire here. And there you have it, the arc reactor is finished. The back disc helps reflect the light from the hidden LEDs and creates a pretty cool effect. Here I'm testing the placement of the reactor. You may have to lengthen or shorten the string to have it sit correctly on your chest. Once it's under your shirt, you can see how thin the arc reactor is. I think everyone can follow along with this easy arc reactor tutorial. The only thing you really have to buy is the LED string lights. I got mine from Amazon and I'll leave a link in the description for the ones I used. Remember, you only need the string with 20 LEDs. I'll also leave a link where you can download the paper guide I used at the beginning of the video. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to be notified when I build my Iron Man repulsor to complete the look. Want to see my other videos? Just click on the thumbnail to watch.